Most authoritative showbiz analysis show on television. It's called Simply Showbiz. It's such a pleasure to have you on the other side joining me, Miss G, as your host this morning. Look, I'm here in the glam, and it's just to tell you that in few days from now, we're going to see a lot of this on the red carpet at the Ghana Music Awards. It comes off in few days, and that's the reason we're about to have a conversation. I want to shout out Prissy Styles Collection for my beautiful gown, and we're going to be seeing a lot of this on the red carpet as we bring you the official correspondence from the Grand Arena, Accra International Conference Center. 2 days, on the 25th and on the 26th of this month, where we have the Vodafone Ghana Music Awards. Now, when it comes to the Vodafone Ghana Music Awards, apart from the glitz and glam we see on the red carpet, there's always that tumbling in people's stomachs as to who gets to win what, whether they deserve it or not. And that's another deal for a lot of people come the 25th and the 26th. Now, a lot of your favorites have been nominated this year. There's an issue about who gets to win the best rapper between Eno, Strongman, Amrado. There's also that issue about Adina, who's been featured in almost all the categories. She has over 10 nominations, or 10, if I get that right. Then there's Strigmatic also, who's won back-to-back, back in the day. And then now we're going to see how prepared they all are. Also joining us, of course, the researcher for this year's award. He researched last year. Well, I get to find out if he researched this year as well for the organizers of the Vodafone Ghana Music Awards. And then you get to join in the conversation as well. Tell me who you think will win what and why you think they will win what you predict that they will win. Let's first now look at the 3FM countdown. When we are back, I introduce to you my guest, and then the conversation starts in studio. Thanks for staying and welcome back. If you just joined us, this is Simply Showbiz right here on TV3. We are streaming live on our Facebook page. You can drop a comment as we talk about the chances, the predictions for this year's Vodafone Ghana Music Awards. We are your official media partner for this year's award. And also, another thing that you can do is to share the link with your friends and let them also predict who gets to win what. Most often, the most talked about thing is the Artist of the Year category. But we don't know who gets to win that. But what I've seen on social media are campaigns for Dinah Entry Hamilton. But I also know that the Links guys won't go to sleep. Even Kwabi Eugene wants to win again, not to talk about Kidi, who's also in there. And there are other people who are out there would also want to win. But the Rapper of the Year category is another one that is being talked about. Let's know who your favorite is. Many people say it's Eno's year. Amrado popped up. And then the Strongman as well. What about Medical and all the other guys, Sarkodie, who also falls in that category? Is another category to look out for. And so this morning, joining us for a conversation in studio, we have Dan Latte. Dan Latte is the man in charge of research for Remedy Entertainment. He researched for most of these award schemes. I know that he's done for the VGMA, he does for the Ghana Music Awards USA, that's for 3 Music as well. And which one?
Ghana Music Awards UK.
UK as well. So
Emerging Music Awards.
And
Media Awards.
Everywhere. Everywhere, Dan Latte. So that's the man. He gets to tell us about. But this is a record holder here. Trigmatic won the Rapper of the Year in 2011. He won the Record of the Year as well in 2014 and Best Collaboration as well, I think, in 2014. And this year, again, I was just telling him that that's his 40. He's still in the race for the Record of the Year. We get to see what happens come the 25th or the 26th. Yeah. You're welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Definitely, Adina will be joining us via Zoom. Eno as well via Zoom. Amrado will join us in studio. We'll find out their chances as well. But let's start with you. How tough has this year's research been?
Very tough because last year, we all know because of COVID, most of the artists decided not to release their songs. Some were waiting for the president to lift the ban before they release their songs or even organize their own shows. So that, it was very difficult, as in knowing who did what last year, the number of songs that were released, EPs that were released, and then albums that were released. But, as usual, since it's my job, I did my best, and then I came out with a list. You were asking if I did for VGMA this year. Of course. I started with the VGMA 2016. So this is the 5th year. Yes. So
It must be a daunting task for you. Like people like Trigmatic will be looking at you when they don't find their names in the list. You are the man they should blame.
Yeah, and that is what they do. And sometimes I ask myself why. Well, I'm just a researcher. I provide data for the board to also go through the list and go like, okay, this artist or that song qualifies. But I don't know why they blame me if they don't get nomination.
Well, I know that Trig is not blaming you. You have the record of the year to eye. Yeah. If you pick it this time around, it will be your second time picking it. Yeah. What do you think that you do that always gets you in that record of the year category?
Well, I think, thank you, and it's good to be here.
Thank you.
I think I just release records, you know. I make sure that I take time when I'm releasing a single or a song. So sometimes it gives gaps for my releases. When I hear a song and I hear a guitar, I want it to be changed. I want the bass to sound a certain way. And a record is a record, like it lives forever. So I think that I'm grateful that most of my songs carry, you know, weight that is always nominated. And I think that's basically what I do. I just take my job a bit more serious.
Is that the only category you've been nominated for?
This year. Yeah,
this year.
This year, yes.
And you're sure positive about it?
Very, very positive about it. Very, very positive. Because the song in question, the time we released it also was good for the movement. And then currently it still speaks a lot of volumes. You know, Diplomatic Thief is, you know, quite controversial, but very, very strong and powerful. So, yeah, hopefully. It will happen. Hopefully
it will happen. And do you see him as one of the people who...
Of course. You see, for the past years, I think 5, 6 years, every year he gets nomination at the Record of the Year. And he should tell you how deep he is when it comes to composition, when it comes to everything good music stands for. You know, Trig, over the years, has in fact, done really well for himself. You know, when you talk of Record of the Year, it's about the content, it's about production, and everything that we term as good music, and that is what he stands for. So I'm not surprised. When he wins, I wouldn't be surprised.
Definitely, you won't be surprised. But let's also talk about you winning the Rapper of the Year in 2011. And you've not wondered why I am not getting that again? Is it not something you're still eyeing, or you've moved away from rap?
Yeah, it's like something. It's not something. I think I feel I've outgrown it.
You've outgrown rap?
Yeah.
Hey.
Not rap per se, but doing a rap song. I'll probably do a verse on a song, you know, but you know, I don't want to box myself, you know, maybe just say, because there are a lot of things to try and experiment. Being a rapper is just being a rapper, you know, but then you can do more, because I know I can do more. You know, maybe if I could just rap, I would have just rapped. You know, but I know I can sing, I could try other genres. I don't want to just, like, you know, box myself. So it's not something that I really look at and say, oh, I miss it, or I wish I could have it again. No, not at all.
What about, you know, the collaboration? I need to correct that. It was in 2013 that you won the best collaboration. Yeah. Which song was that?
I think it was a song with Hetty Bongrid.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That controversial song. It got you a collaboration of the year.
Yeah.
You've also not thought of, you know, because for some people, like, I have known people who say, I want the collaboration of the year. It's something that I am eyeing. You haven't deliberately also gone to work to say...
What I'm eyeing will be Songwriter of the Year. Because I've been nominated for that a couple of times as well. Maybe I think this is the only year I haven't been nominated for it. And I've always said, if I take that, probably that would be it for me. You know, I'm really eyeing that. Yeah.
What do you think has been denying him that opportunity?
I think you know, the artist that gets nominated that every year at that particular category. Let's mention Kofi Kenata as an example. You know, whenever he drops a song, everybody goes like, wow, this guy, Songwriter of the Year. So it sticks into the minds of people. And so, okay, then Kofi Kenata. So they don't look at the other artists. I think that is the more reason why artists like Trig has been denied winning Songwriter of the Year. But when you ask me, Trigmatic, Dada Hafko, and a few others, it's not a chance of winning Songwriter of the Year. Even ISM. ISM, the year he dropped Kuti, I was expecting him to get nomination and even win that particular category, Songwriter of the Year. But it is not easy. When you consider the category definition, I think these guys deserve nominations every year and even winning. So Trig, I would say, is because of... now, you see, when you look at the categories, there are some people that when we mention a particular category, we go like, okay, this one, the songwriter, Kofi Kinata is like father of songwriters.
But is that fair? Is that fair?
It is not. It is not. So when you say record of the year, every year, when I'm doing research, every year I look out for Drake song. Because I know he's an artist that stands for that particular category, no matter what. He wouldn't go for popular song, or he wouldn't write any song, fast tempo songs that will get him popular song of the year. But he's more concerned about his lyrics, the production, and everything that comes together to form a good music. If you drop any song at all, she'll be nominated for female vocalist. Yeah. And it has been like that over the years. So I wouldn't be surprised if Drake, moving forward, he gets nominated for songwriter and even he wins.
Drake, you know, he's giving you all the accolades, but I think one thing that I don't know if you've already talked about is why you're particular about songwriting. Why will you say, I'm done? You know, Rapper of the Year 2011, Record of the Year 2014, Collaboration of the Year. This is just 3. And then hopefully you get this one and makes it 4. Then you want Songwriter of the Year, then you say, I'm done. What's about it?
Because then it seals it for me. Songwriting is in categories. Sometimes we just look at the lyrics, but there's also the melodical side of songwriting. So somebody will say, oh, I wrote a particular song, but probably it was just the lyrics, you know, but people are, like sometimes we sit and crack your minds to want to compose. You know, I respect artists like Akwaboah as well, when it comes to arrangement, compositions, and then lyrics comes in later. So I'm somebody that is particular about these things. You know, I feel like even my song with Riala on the 8th Element album is a song that I took my time, even with composition, arrangement, trying new elements, new instruments on the song. So all these things, I feel like once that comes in, it's a seal for me. It's a seal. You know, it's a seal for. It's a thing to say that. Oh yeah, you know.
You know, maybe Drake won Rapper of the Year with My Life, right? And that song should have won Songwriter of the Year. But I don't know if because.
Is it also a voting thing? Is that category being voted for?
That particular category is not public vote. Yes. It's industrial vote. Yes. The Academy and then the board. Yes. So it is believed that the Academy and then the board are industry players and know more about music and what it entails to win a songwriter category. You know, so that particular year, fantastic song. My Life.
Thank you.
Now let's jump, you know, from your categories and test your not knowledge, but your perception about a category that you've won before, Rapper of the Year. It's come under, you know, we've had a lot of conversation. There's a lot of bars. Apart from apart from the fact that Artist of the Year is the most prestigious for a lot of people, I think Rapper of the Year always comes with that sensation. And for a lot of people, they say, oh, Eno is going to break the jeans this year. She'll be the first female ever to win it. Then there comes Amrado, who didn't sleep within the year under review. The Strongman also in there. Then there's a defending champion, Medical, still in there. The Sarkodie, the highest, also in there. From where you sit, have you won that before? How enthused are you as well about this category?
I'm super enthused because I think I was saying it a few days ago that this is the part that will bring a lot of battle songs after the awards. I don't say these songs because it's highly competitive. I mean, if you look at the artists that have been nominated for that one, and each one of them deserve it. I mean, Eno has had an incredible year as well. Amrado with his series and then other songs as well. I think he just released another single, amazing. Strongman, it has been strong in that aspect. Sarkodie. So it's like, but you know, maybe what some people would probably use as an advantage is the popularity factor and also the Lord factor. But I hope.
When you said the Lord factor, what was it?
But, well, I mean, you know, like even like rappers themselves, like some of the young artists will say, oh, you know, Charlie, Sark is their boss. I don't want to, you know, they become modest, you know, and then the other one will say, oh, this person came before I came. This person is big. All these things. And then the fans also look at all these things. And that category is also one that's public. You know, so then it means that it's time for them to also put in hard work to push and get people to vote for them. Me, my time, I remember Ochami Kwame came and said, oh, Trick, this year, you will take it. But the following year, I will take it. You know, so we had that thing. You know, I think that maybe they just need to push the people to vote for them. Very competitive. That particular category.
Are you rooting for somebody?
Oh, I have my favorites in there, but I think all of them deserve it.
You don't want trouble. You don't want them to say, hey, Shrink, crack or can't say, this person should win and all of that.
I tell you, all of them deserve it.
Dan, before you come in, I want to take a break because Amrado is around and this is a category he's involved in. And so we'll take a break. When we are back, Amrado will join us. But before we do that, I want to say a big thanks to Prissy Style Collections for my outfit. She's located at Medina New Road opposite the NHRS office. And you can call her on 05496 79268 05496799268, and she's also on IG Prissy Style Collections. We take a break. Amrado joins us on more about the Rapper of the Year. All right, thank you for staying, and straight to the conversation. Rapper of the Year. I've seen a lot of conversation or comments on our Facebook. I want to read the first one as I jump to Amrado. Said, best rapper is Amrado. In 2020, rappers were asleep except Amrado, who entertained us throughout the year with Yetin Sem. And he has 4 replies. But before I go to the replies, you're welcome. A lot of people think that this is a year for you. There are also people who think that is a year for Eno as well. There are people who also think that is a year for Strongman as well. What do you think?
Okay, thank you very much. Most of the times when Ghanaian artists are nominated, we mostly believe in this cliche that every nominee is a winner. Which today I want to clear that. No, every nominee is not a winner.
The winner is a winner.
Yes, because deep down our hearts we know who put in the work, we know who deserves it, and unless people say they've forgotten about what I've done, but genuinely I did my best as a young act to hold Ghana Rap down when everything was shut down during these COVID times, and even after that I've proven myself. So I'm just hoping for the best. I'm not going to say every nominee deserves it, but I believe Amrado deserves it.
Okay, so one of the responses I got here says, you are nominated with Yetin Sem. Is that it? Which song did you get nominated for?
I got nominated with Best Rapper. Okay. It's a song I did to put out my CV, that if you haven't heard of what I did, this is what I've done.
What you've done over the period.
Yetin Sem is all in that song. Everything is in Best Rapper.
There's somebody also who says that Best Rapper of the Year is not about one song. It's based on the whole rap records for the year, the song attached for the nominations. Is that what you've been told?
You know, I love the fact that even 3 Music changed the criteria when Best Rapper was concerned, because they changed it from Best Rapper to Best Rap Performer. That means it's a collective effort rather than just a single song. So if you are talking about collective effort, then Amrado stands the chance of taking it.
Okay, so your contender, Eno, I'm told he's on the line. Eno, if you can hear me, thanks for joining us. I hope you're ready to break the jeans. No, via Zoom we have, she's on Zoom. Yes, Eno, if you can hear me, they say you are the one breaking the jeans this year. How prepared are you?
Oh, I think there are so many good rappers in this country, and I don't think it's flags that define who a best rapper is. So anyone that wins the flag, kudos to him or her.
Okay, so you're not one who is saying that I must take it by force.
Oh no, I mean it's a scheme, so anything can happen.
I'm surprised by this posture because you are one who, over the period, has been very vocal about wanting this award, even calling for the award scheme to add best female rapper. And now you have, people rallying behind you, and your posture is like, oh no. Amrado is here. He wants it, so he says he deserves to win. So if you are giving us this posture, they will not vote to.
No, what I am saying is, I mean, everybody deserves to win. We are all winners. The fact that we've all been nominated means we are all winners. I was actually rooting for us to create a category for women, so we can also feel like we are part of it. Yeah, it doesn't mean I don't want the award if I win it. If I win it, I'm cool. If I don't win it, cool. That's what I'm saying.
After being nominated over the period, are you still rallying for that category for females? You still want it?
Because we still have female rappers coming in each and every day, so it would be a good thing. Because if I've been able to work hard to be nominated with guys, what shows like females can also have their own category when it comes to rap.
Okay, so we see a lot of people rallying behind you. I don't know if your category will be announced on Friday or on Saturday, but we wish you all the best and thanks for joining us. I know that we have episode also on Zoom. An episode during the Experience concert talked about wanting to win the Reggae Dancehall Artist of the Year. Shortly, he will also speak to us. And Amrado, Hugh wanted to say something, Daniel, before we went on the break concerning this
what
category.
I wanted to say is every rapper brags. So,
but Eno is not bragging, no.
Oh, Eno is not bragging. Maybe probably she knows someone deserves it better than she does this.
Oh.
No. I mean this particular year.
Okay, so
you know,
who do you think?
Oh, you know, there are some categories. Amrado said every nominee is not a potential winner.
No, he didn't say potential winner.
It's
not a winner.
He's not a winner. Okay, good. What I'll say is there are some categories you don't need to even think or even vote. Just go straight to the point. This artist deserves it. And last year, right from 1st of January to 31st of December, Amrado's best rapper was released a few weeks to the end of the year. It was released in December. Ask him. And that song, I would say, was massive. Even before that, the Yetinsem that he did, even the song that he recorded featuring Familia, Traso, and the one with Ochame Kwame, you know. So, straight to the point, Amrado hands down. Rapper of the year. This one, we don't even have to vote or think about it or just, no. Let's give it to him. The young guy really worked hard last year and he's still working hard. So this is not something that, oh, okay, looking at this and that, oh, he didn't vote, and did you vote, and this, and no.
But that was the same year where the rap battle was going on among the girls. Isn't it the same year we are reviewing?
Oh, no, but you see, put the songs that they churn out compared to what Amrado did.
Let me get into this. You know, let's say I've been on my toes working very hard for 12 months, and then somebody will just come up from nowhere and then do a beef, and then you say, oh, you are
really?
Because of a diss song or
like
a beef, because of a diss song you did, here you are, take the best rapper. You know, what are we trying to...
And even the names that you mentioned, it was only Eno that was nominated. Well, Frida Rhymes didn't get a nomination. Since the Fiampo there, you don't even consider her as a rapper. Yes, so last year, you know, from January to the end of the year, it's Amrado.
And before you go, you want to react to this before you go so that I can speak to the episode as well. You've been spoke about, and this is your category as well. You want to say something before I let you go?
I think everybody is entitled to their own opinion. So, I mean, that's their opinion, the guy's opinion.
So you take them cool, cry. Let's see what happens on. Let's see what happens on Friday or on Saturday. Thank you, Eno, for joining us. Now, episode is also on Zoom. I remember hearing you categorically say that you wanted the Reggae Dancehall Artist of the Year this year.
Yeah.
And people, just when you said that, somebody said, but you know, Reggae Dancehall song, Ben, I release the Artist of the Year. Tell me about it. Convince us to vote for you.
First and foremost, I think with the category based on artists, it's not only about the songs. It's about everything that has to do with the journal. And then we've been frontliners for this journal, defended it from day one till now. Under the year of review, I dropped a couple of dancehall songs. It wasn't as big as Too Much, which was like my biggest as of last year. But you know, we've been here defending it. Last weekend, you saw what I did for dancehall on the VGMA Experience concert. I was there also at the launch. I added a dancehall feel on that stage that night. You know, so yeah, definitely. Yeah, if we get it, that's it. You know.
If you don't get it, what happens?
We'll still be here to prove people wrong. You know, most of the time, it's not only about the awards and all. It's about the longevity in this thing. And I can boldly say I'm an example to the upcoming ones, you know, to know that 5 or 10 years from today, we are still relevant and we still counted as one of the newbies in this game and keeping it fresh and always building up a good catalog to support whatever we're doing. So, yeah.
Now, last year, you were very optimistic, and then our own poem took it. This year, who are in that category with you, and what edge do you have over them?
I don't know the rest of the artists in the category. I know, but
even
I know
when you know them, you don't know them.
No, I don't know them.
I know, right?
Um, yeah, but I know there are some artists in there. But as much as I must say that I can be here then be defending somebody else's crown or be is a market, you know what I mean? And I know my work fits whatever I've done under the year of review to get that award. If we get it, that's what I'm saying is cool. If we don't, they still know who runs it. They still know who they learn from.
Okay, hold on. You worked on that. Who are his contenders?
For the artist?
Yeah, no, yes, for the artists.
For the artists, we have Jupiter episode. Let me check.
Okay, whilst you pull that, let's quickly go on the phone and speak to Adina, who I hear is rehearsing for the VGMAs. Adina, congratulations to you. I think you have about 10 nominations. Is that it?
Yes, thank you so much.
10 nominations, right?
Yeah, 10 nominations and an extra one from a feature. So a feature nomination and 10 personal nominations.
Okay, I hear you're the female with the most leading nominations. Is that what it is?
Yeah, so I hear.
You know, so which of these categories are you dead sure that you would have?
I'm not sure of anything. I'm just happy to be nominated, and on the night, we'll see what happens.
The biggest one for a lot of people is Artist of the Year. You find yourself in there. There's been a lot of campaign going on. I don't know if you've seen, I support DH. I hear Kwame Eugene speak constantly that he wants to win it again. There's Kidi also who believes he deserves it. You are in there as well. There's Medical in there as well. How excited or how terrified or how hopeful are you for the Artist of the Year?
It's the biggest one. So for me, really, we all know that it's only one person that's going to walk away with the award. And it's a lot of us, there are a lot of us in the category. So we can only hope and pray for the best. But what will happen will happen. There's no need to be, you know, terrified or anxious. What will happen, there's nothing we can do about it from here. What is supposed to have happened has already happened. So I'm just chilled. Really.
Really? Would you be disappointed if you go home with nothing after 10 nominations plus one?
Yeah, I would be honored that I was recognized in all those different categories. That's my greatest honor. It just, you know what the nomination really means? Is that we are at the top. You know, we're one of the people that have been most recognized among all artists in Ghana. That's really it. And at the end of the day, the plaque goes to one person based on different factors. So I feel like a winner for all the nominations that I've gotten from the VGMA. I already feel like a winner. And that's the win. The plaque is the cherry on the top of the cake. So I'm already eating the cake.
Thank you very much for joining us, Adina. We wish you all the best come Friday and Saturday. I see episode smiling. So episode is in there with who?
Episode Samini, Raskuku, Capone, and then Larusso.
Okay. Yeah. Episode, since you don't know them, I've introduced them to you. Still, Vimi and Miona.
It's an episode.
Oh, I can hear episode. If we can work on the sound.
If you ask me.
Can you hear me, please?
Yes, I can hear you now. Please go ahead.
Okay, so I'm saying that most of the time I think Samini should just be honored as a legend, and then he shouldn't be mixed up with the kids. You know, he deserves too much than to be put in these categories. Yeah, because he actually paved the way for some of us to follow. And as much as he's still staying relevant, you know, sometimes imagine like winning a youth who just started this a month ago or a year ago wins this award over Samini. Me, I don't like him. So Samini should just be honored, you know, as a godfather in this. And then I think Raskuku worked last year. As much as I think I deserved it, I celebrated with him because we both shared the same hard work as at that time. I was so happy for him because coming from a reggae side, you know, some of us do both, but he as a strictly reggae artist, you know, holding that for the reggae scene was okay for me. With Larusso, yeah, big up Larusso. He's a young youth coming. I think he's doing good. But same way, yeah, if we win, that's cool. If we don't, I believe it's also a scheme, and they have the specific calculations and all of that, and then whatever it's involved for an artist to win. Every win is okay. It's a plug. As much as it adds up to the CV, it doesn't really stop any artist. I am not the artist who would be brokenhearted if I don't win an award. You get what I mean? Because I don't believe Bob Marley won an award when he was alive. You know, but we still celebrate the song. So my greatest joy is always, or my greatest award is to see the fans happy anytime we drop records and they're here to support.
Thank you very much, Episode, for joining us with your perspective on the Reggae Dancehall Artist of the Year. Let's be back in studio.
Miss G, when you ask me, I would say Episode, you know, winning will be some way, but then...
What's the meaning of that?
Some way in the sense that, for me, he doesn't deserve it. Episode biggest song last year was a high life song he featured Sarkodie, Menewa. That was Episode's biggest song. And you see, Episode is not getting something right. Oh, over the years, we've done this. It's not over the years, too. It's just last year, from January to December. It's not about what you've done over the years and this and that. No. So, all the artists there, Larusso did very well last year. Capone also did very well. A song, Makeup, featuring Stonebwoy. Raskuku, GDA, featuring gospel artist, Emoji. And then, so the category definitely says you should have a hit song or an album in that genre, you know. And Episode, we know, is a reggae dancehall artist, but I didn't get any hit song as in reggae or dancehall.
So
even
why was he nominated?
Amrado Box of Memories, reggae song, was even bigger than any of the Episode songs released last year.
So why do they nominate him and then when he doesn't have a big song and keep his hope high? Oh,
for that, I think the best person to answer is the PRO or the board chairman.
Now, before we go to Kofi Jamal, who is in the race for new arts, let's come to Trigmatic. You've been quiet for a while, and we're enjoying yourself with Amrado and all the others. Tell me how, apart from the fact that you are Record of the Year nominee, how enthused are you about these conversations? How excited, you know, are you?
My excitement this year is the fact that I'm hearing a lot of new names. I wish that even moving forward, it will be there will be a total overhaul because this encourages a lot of talent. I think that we should pave way for new guys. I mean, it's not about being around for 10 years, being around for 11 years. You know, it's about the industry. You understand? So, as much as they are working, they should be recognized as well. I think that a lot of times they are disadvantaged because of popularity. But then, I must be honest, some of them have really worked. With the reggae, I just want to touch on the reggae dancehall bits a little bit. I kind of disagree with my brother because I think amongst all of them, Episode has been extra hardworking, unless we're sticking with the definition of the category. But then visibility, I think Episode has had it, and Raskuku. So I feel the competition is actually between the two of them because I followed both of them on social media. I've seen their works. I've seen how hard they work. Both of them are the few artists that are working hard with the little they have. You know, when I say the little, I mean they don't have a big fan base. Like, they don't have big management teams. But you can see they're still relevant. They're shooting videos. They're doing shows. Episode did his own virtual concert, which was amazing. I saw his performance on the VGMA experience. He killed it. If you ask me, I'll say he'll be the best performance that night. And he's done that throughout the year. But like my brother is saying, it's about that category. So I think maybe we should look at, because if it's reggae dancehall artists, then a lot of things should come under that. You know, and then also they should open it even more for some of the young guys, more guys to come.
You think, like he said, somebody should retire? And be honored.
I didn't think he said he should retire. I think he said that he should be honored. And I think he spoke well because, I mean, of course, when you look at the category where he's been placed, he's in with a lot of... he is a pace setter amongst them. But then again, if he must be recognized, he must be recognized. So I don't think it's bad to have him there. But maybe what he's saying is just eulogizing, you know, Samini as a godfather.
Kofi Jamar is on New Artists. Just briefly, I need to speak to you on 3FM 92.7, but let's do this briefly. Kofi, how excited are you? You're in there with some new artists with great songs as well. Can Kofi hear me? All right, let's be back in the studio. Amrado, you've heard Enu's response. Are you comfortable now?
Oh, I'm not comfortable until I get the plaque.
So you see, he's a rapper. Yeah, so
I call that the rapper's ego. Jelly Ghanaians making no boy.
But before you came in, there's something that Trigmatic mentioned, which is quite true, that some of you are bullied, sort of, and that's not his words, though. These are my words, but that's the interpretation I get, because of some big names that are in the categories with you. So everybody say, hey, Sarkodie is a high, say, make we bow for him. So you're already giving out to him the following. Everybody, even Amrado talk. I don't talk to you talk, but that's how it looks like.
Most of the times when I campaign online for the best rapper, people say, "Oh, bad bang, you're a young chap, so you cannot talk." But this is something that I need to add up to my CV so that when a record label or maybe an institution approaches me that, what do you have to show for all your hard work that you did under the Under Review 2020? Show us what you have. Then I'll show you the plaque and say, this is what I earned. This is my reward. So employ me because I have the audience and I can market your stuff for you. So this is not something we're just talking about or bragging about, but this is something that's going to add up to my craft and make sure that wherever or whenever I step out, I have something to show for my hard work.
But if you don't get it, what happens?
No, I'm like a lion. I'm always a lion. So I said the other day, beef, I could tease Jatano. You come back stronger and win it. I would definitely win most of the best rapper was these coming years. So I know, Bo.
Okay.
I gave them one.
He don't go at all, but unfortunately, we need to go. Trigmatic is in for Record of the Year this year. Best Rapper of the Year, Amrado is in there. And researcher Dan Latte is also rooting for some people after working so hard. My name is Ms. G. Thanks to the entire production team. Thanks to Prissy Styles Collection for my outfit. She's located at Medina New Road. Call her on 054-9679-268. Congratulations to the entire team for another production. We are on radio 92.7 with more on the conversation on VGMA. You want to join us at 1 p.m.